Hi, I'm Ellen Gormley and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing this lovely edging. It's worked independently of the body, so you can make the body of the work anything you want and then add the edging on as you go, sort of. Let me explain. So I started out with this little edging and I thought, ooh, I wonder what would be pretty to go with it. So I made a shell pattern, and in the same color, it looks very seamless, like it's all one fabric, but it's actually a fabric plus an edging. So then I went ahead and did plain old double crochet and found that the edging was too tall for it. So I thought maybe this body of the edge of the work needs to actually be taller or something. And I'll show you a couple different ways to join it on there. But then I ended up with this one, and I liked this one very much. So this one was treble crochets and some surface slip stitch. And then that ended up being a pretty darn good height for this edging. So this edging is made mostly of double crochets, but when I added the chain link join, the treble crochet kind of worked. So let's use this as the body, and I'm going to teach you the edging and show you how to apply it and see what you think from there, because you know edgings are fun. And I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So here we are again with the edging. So I think I did I guess I must have done, I don't even know. I think I did an I size hook, but I have a J handy, so that's what I'm going to use. And I have worsted weight wool yarn. So this yarn is Paint Box Yarns 100% wool worsted superwash. And this is color slate green. And this is also the same yarn in the gray. It's available. The link is in the description below for Love Crafts. So give that a look. I get a little bit of a kickback if you purchase, but it does not cost you anything extra. Just giving you a heads up. Now to make this edging, we're going to just start with yarn and a hook. So you can even do this edging before you do your project, or you can do it after. Either one is fine. So place a slip knot on your hook and place the hook in the knot. Here we go. We're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to place 2 more double crochets, or 2 double crochets in the last chain, the 4th chain from the hook. And here we go. And those skipped chains count as the first double crochet. That's why I said more. So we're actually starting just like this. So we're starting the edging right here. We're starting the edging here, okay? So we're starting the edging, and then we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and in that same 4th chain from the hook, we're going to place 3 double crochets. So it is similar to a granny square in terms of theory, because we're placing 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, kind of like a granny square corner, okay? So this is also reminds me a lot of Bruges lace. I have some Bruges lace crochet videos, but this reminds me of Bruges lace because we're turning already. We're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now in the 6th chain from the hook, we are going to slip stitch. So we've got this nice long chain here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In that 6th chain, in the back ridge, back bar, back bump, we are slip stitching 1 time. And we're making the little flower portion that dangles off the side. Now we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And slip stitch in the same stitch. So we're making the little clover shape here. Slip stitch. Now we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8 and then 7 and then 5, okay, is the number of chains. And they're all slip stitching in that slip stitch in that same spot. And this hook maybe is a little big. Okay, so chain 2 this time, and we have turned. So now we have the back side of that beginning. We've actually finished row 1, and now we're going to skip the 3 double crochets, and in the chain 2 spot between double crochets, we're going to place 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. So this hook is maybe just a little bit too big for this yarn, but it's the one that was on my work table for some reason. So here we go. 1, 2. I think this is a Knitter's Pride hook. I don't remember. It doesn't have the brand on it. It's okay. It's not my favorite hook of all time, but it's pretty. I like the black and silver. And we're placing 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, all in that chain 2 spot. Okay? And because this hook is big, I think this is why I have such a hole there. So let's see. Do I have another hook on here somewhere? Do I have another hook on my table? Certainly there has to be another hook on my table. Let's find a smaller hook. Here's an eye size hook. Let's try this one. Okay, so when we turn, we are just turning and we're going to slip stitch 1 slip stitch in the top of the first double crochet, and then slip stitch in the next double crochet, and slip stitch in the third double crochet. So we're just advancing the yarn to the middle to get to that chain 2 spot. So slip stitch in the chain 2 spot. We're just advancing the yarn to that spot. So now we will 1, 2, 3, that counts as the first double crochet, and then 2 more double crochet in that same spot. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets in the same chain 2 spot. So we're making these little granny square corner shape thingies stacked on top of one another. So it's a little column of these granny square style corners, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, okay? And then we will go ahead and do our dangly clover piece off the side. And we do that with a chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see if this one works out a little bit better with a smaller hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the 6th chain from the hook, we're slip stitching in the back ridge, back bar, back bump, slip stitch, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did make my swatches with an eye size hook. That's what was on my desk. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8 and then 7 and then 5, but you're slip stitching all in that same spot, which was the 6th chain from the first. So I like that hole a little bit tighter there. And then chain 2, 1, 2. And we're skipping 3 double crochets, and in that chain 2 spot, we are doing again that little cantilevered stacked granny square corners. So 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and then 3 double crochet in the same spot. Do you know what I mean by granny square corner? So like a traditional granny square is the corners of a traditional granny square are 3 double crochet, and then usually either chain 2 or chain 3, and then 3 double crochet in the same. So that's kind of reminiscent of what we're doing. Then we will turn, slip stitch in each of the double crochets and slip stitch once into the chain 2 space to advance the yarn. And let's do 1, 2, 3. And then let's do one more little dangly clover thing, and then I will show you how to attach it to a previously made body. So it could be a scarf, it could be, we could add this onto the hem of a sweater, we could add this onto the side of a, what's the word? Not felt. What's the word? Is it felt? No. What's that stuff? Fleece. Fleece. We could add it onto the edge of a fleece blanket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, give this video a thumbs up or a like if you don't mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And subscribe and hit the notifications bell. We're getting really close to 10,000 followers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm still excited and hopeful about maybe hitting the 10,000 mark by the end of the month. I plan on doing a giveaway, 3, 4, 5, at the 10,000 subscribers mark. So exciting. So make sure you subscribe so you can get us there sooner, and then that's going to be available to everyone. Okay, and so then we're skipping 1, 2, 3, and we're going to place. We need to end with the double crochets here. I hope you are enjoying crochet, because you know I think crochet is a relaxing and valuable use of our time. What a great way to spend an afternoon or an evening, a very productive and relaxing thing. Okay, so this is what we have here. We have 3 occurrences or 3 repeats, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these rows. So we have 6 rows for 3 clovers. And the changing the hook size did make a pretty drastic difference here. So much neater. This ended up looking really sloppy, but it looked so much better in the I size hook. So the J was a bit too big. Okay, so when we have our rows here, so I went, when I was trying to decide the body and how tall it should be, I wanted to make sure that the number of these rows matched the number of these rows. So I should be doing more of these. And let's see, I'm going to just start. Should I do more? I'll just start there, because I want to get down to the end here. I'm going to speed up and do a few more of these, because I want to see what would happen if I would turn a corner. Okay, here we go. So when you think you have as many as you need, I suggest you take locking stitch markers and like pin it on to the side and make sure you have the number, because you can't really add on more at the end. So I did a couple extra here, and I'm going to start on the side only because I want to see, I've never tried this before, if I can make it go around the corner. So if you were to do like a baby blanket, for example, get the body of your blanket finished first. Then make your edging as long as you need to go either along the sides or along the whole perimeter of the piece. And if you're not sure if you have enough or not, you need to pin it with locking stitch markers and make sure that you have enough of these to go around the perimeter of your piece. Got it? Okay, so assuming for a moment that I have the exact number that I need, I would start here at the corner of the piece, and I am going to chain 1 and single crochet in the top of this little granny square corner thing. I'm going to chain either 1 or 2 or 3, whatever I want to do, and then slip stitch or single crochet. So you have to decide what you're going to do and then carry it through. So how many you're going to decide, and then if you're going to slip stitch onto here or if you're going to single crochet. So if it's going to be something that's used a lot and is going to get washed a lot, I would probably single crochet. So I have now chained 1, 2. I'm going to single crochet in the corner where I want to start. I'm going to chain 1, 2. So whatever I do here, I'm going to do after. Then I am going to come over here and single crochet on the next granny square corner. So I'm going to do all single crochets. So 1, 2. Now I'm going to, let's see here, skip 1, 2, 3. Let's skip 1, 2, 3 stitches and single crochet here. 1, 2. Come back over here. Single crochet onto the granny square piece. Easier said than done, huh? Because I slip stitched, that's why it was a little bit tough there. 1, 2, skip 1, 2, 3, single crochet over here. So it's not join as you go exactly, because I'm not building the edging at the same time. I'm kind of just crocheting it on after the fact. So after I join, I chain 2, and I'm kind of hopscotching back and forth between the edging and the piece, the edging and the piece, the edging and the piece, so zigzagging. So come back over here, single crochet, 1, 2. I decided I would skip 1, 2, 3, go here for a single crochet, chain 2, come back over here, so zigzagging back and forth. So get that hook in there, single crochet, 1, 2, okay, and pretend I had the right multiple here where I would skip 1, 2, 3, add my single crochet, 1, 2, and let's go ahead and just turn the corner. What happens? So one of the things that we could do is we could make this much bigger here for the corner. Instead of just chaining 2, we could chain 3 for the corner part. That would give us more room. So whatever you decide you're doing for the first corner, make sure you do it for all the corners. 1, 2, 3. Make it a little bit taller. Join on to the next piece and then go back to the chain 2. The side of the row, 1, 2, to the next part, 1, 2. So we're single crocheting. Okay, and we're just turning this piece. Okay, so we're placing the single crochets. We're doing the side of each row now as we work down the piece. 1, 2, the side of each row. These are treble crochets on this body, this gray piece. Okay. So if our edging was much longer, we could go all the way around. Now the edging would not meet down here. Like if you met all the way around, it would not butt up. So you'd have to leave a nice long tail and then whip stitch the bottom of this one to the top of the previous to tack it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so just keep going like that all the way around. And so you would have this would block out, I think, really nicely to go around the entire piece. So you're just turning the corner, especially on a wool yarn. You'd be turning the corner and that would look really gorgeous. So the only difference is I chained 2 on the sides, and when I got to this corner, I chained 3. But now that I've laid it flat, I don't even know if that's critical. So when you do it, decide how you want it to go, and then just make sure you do the exact same thing for all the corners. So that is the Clover edging. Oh, so much fun. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Are you going to use this? I might have to use this. So pretty. So that's all. Let me give you a little sneak of what my pets are doing, since you guys liked at the end of the last video. Let's see, here's one pet. Hey, nice broomstick blanket there that my mom made back in the 80s. Hi, Hobie dog. And up here is sleeping Theo. Hi, Theo. That's all. Thanks. Hi, I'm Ellen Gormley, and thank you so much for spending time with me on my channel. I hope you've had a relaxing and valuable use of your time. So if you liked this video, here's another one that's similar that you might also enjoy. And here is the last video that was uploaded in case you missed it. Everyone, please like and subscribe for more videos. They're usually posted on Wednesday or Thursday at the worst. Thank you. Bye. Say goodbye, Muffin.